reviews for vampire movies because of Morbius. Here's my review for another 80s vampire classic that, of course, premiered, and that is the 1985 horror vampire film Fright Night. Now, Fright Night was actually directed by Tom. No, not Spider-Man Tom Holland. This was actually directed by Tom Holland, the same guy who gave us the original Child's Play movie. He's done some other cool stuff, but obviously Child's Play is pretty much his best work there. But before Child's Play got released, he did do Fright Night, and Fright Night is a really fun one. Here you got William Ragsdale, who plays teenage Charlie Brewster, who is a horror film junkie, and he has to pretty much ends up learning that his beloved new neighbor named Jerry Dandridge, who's played by Officer Norris himself, Chris Sarandon, who, like I said, played the character of Detective Norris in the first Child's Play. But he, of course, moves into next door and he becomes convinced that he is a vampire. And obviously, no one believes him because who will believe that? But strange events, of course, ends up occurring, and so Charlie has no choice but to get the help of the only person who could possibly help him, which is this washed-up television vampire killer, Peter Vincent, played by Roddy McDowall. You also have Amy Bierce was also in this. Stephen Jeffries. Yeah, some really cool cast members here. This is definitely cool, treating 80s B movie gem from the 80s. Got released on August 2nd, 1985. It's such a fun one. Chris Sarandon, he doesn't really do it as much as he used to, but he was always great in stuff like Child's Play, Fright Night, and he played. You can really believe him as this creepy, sadistic neighbor who is, of course, obviously a vampire. I mean, the 80s always had some really cool horror teen film gens, whether it was something like Christine, whether it was obviously Friday the 13th. Yeah, and this is definitely one of them. The effects was really cool. Obviously, it was 80s effects, but it definitely had some really cool elements to this. Scenes between Charlie and I thought was really cool. But yeah, this is a really fun one. And of course, they did the remake, which I'm actually going to talk about here in a bit. But if you guys never seen Fright Night from 1985, do yourself a favor, go watch it. This and Lost Boys are two of the best vampire movies of the 80s. So, yeah. Anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen the original Fright Night? If so, what show? Are you a fan? Are we not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.